Lately, there has been a lot of talk about the nose angle, which is an important topic, but really not as complicated as the form nerds make it seem. The common cue nowadays, and it's been there for a while, is to turn the key, which means that you get the nose down if you, at the very last second, just before the release, do this jerky movement with the wrist. And this is turn the key, so you get the nose down. Whatever you do with the wrist at the very last fraction of the second, just before the release, is a bad cue. That is like you're fixing an engine problem with the duct tape. If you got a problem with the nose angle, don't try to fix it with some gimmick moves just before the release. The problem lies somewhere else. Sure, you can use this kind of move, but it only fixes a little tiny portion of the problem and it makes your releases very inconsistent. There is a few instances where you can turn the key, which I will address later. First of all, what causes the nose up problem? Well, there are plenty of possible problems that you may have, starting from bad mobility in your shoulder joint, which makes you pull the disc in an inconsistent line. Well, that you have to address in the gym. But the most common problem I see in my private clinics is that people try to pull the disc too close to their body. So if I'm throwing that way now, it looks like this. Your brain knows that you are now late releasing the disc somewhere there. You're in big trouble. So you unconsciously start to push the thumb down and force the disc to a hyzer angle and a nose-up angle. So you'll learn to throw a hybrid of hyzer, air bounce, S-curve shots, basically. This is what I did for many years. And this is the problem I see most of the time. You come here, you throw, oh shit, it's a late release, I push the thumb down. You learn to throw understable, hyzer flip, air bounce shots. So it's possible that you need to exaggerate just for a while to get from this to this. So yeah, turn the key might help you in fixing that temporarily, but really that is not the ultimate fix. The ultimate fix is to keep the elbow and the wrist line on the same swing plane. Like we're having a hula hoop around us, we want to have the same swing plane from start to finish and to the follow through. That being said, we want to do the turn the key move when throwing a high anhyzer, because keep in mind we have to keep the same swing plane like a hula hoop. When you throw a high anhyzer, showing for you from here, we want to throw there, but because our shoulder mobility is quite limited, especially if you're a desk worker, desk rat like I am, and you spend all days typing your important documents like this, our shoulder mobility is very restricted. Because our body knows that we can't actually stay on the same hula hoop line, it will do something stupid just to prevent yourself from hurting. Most likely, it will turn the wrist like this because here we get a bit more shoulder mobility and you get more space to use your arms and you don't hurt that much. Bad thing is, if your body does this for you, it will mess up the nose angle because we actually need to have this release throwing the Annie. If it does this, we're in big trouble. It throws a hyzer, a high stalling shot that we never basically want. What to do? Well, turn the key. Because, as I told you, the shoulder mobility is restricting our ability to follow through. If we turn the key, we are increasing the mobility a little bit, so we can stay longer in this anhyzer plane. And that will also help us to gain a little bit of nose down when we throw the Annie, which is very important because we actually want the disc to turn over and start the glide. If you feel like you can't throw anhyzers because they stall out too quickly, or you just throw high in the air and they come back, then you might get help from turn the key. So anhyzer from here to here, and then you follow through. Try to mimic that move without turning the key. It's really hard because your arm will stop somewhere here if you're anything like me, and most people probably are, and you will actually mess up the follow-through trajectory and your disc will hyzer out quickly. So that's when to use the turn the key cue, not here, because you will only burn to the ground and it will give you inconsistent releases because, like I've stated numerous times before, doing abrupt movements that mess up the natural moves of your body is a bad cue. You really don't want to do anything abrupt. You want everything to be smoothly sailing, flowing moves that will result in an effortless swing. All herky-jerky moves in the last moment, if they are not dictated by your body, are most likely harmful, except in the high annies if you have troubles already throwing. Thanks for watching this video. Like, subscribe, do everything you can to spread the joy of disc golf, because I've noticed disc golf is a lot more fun when you actually know what you're doing. If you don't know what to do and it hurts you to throw, it sucks the joy out of disc golf. Bye.